so style tweaking. Yeah. Everything she got on her own. Never needed nobody else. Now she all alone. Got her own car, crib, job. Yeah, she real grown. If you need some company, then just hit my phone.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. So I decided to do a video on my career experience because I haven't really done a military video in a while. I feel like I haven't filmed one in a while. But so yeah, this video is just gonna be me talking about my first duty station from start to finish pretty much. This shouldn't be a long video because I mean it's not really much to say. Then I'm gonna do another video talking about my pregnancy and giving birth in Korea and how that was and that experience and things like that. So yeah, so let me just get a rundown. So I was a holdover in AIT. A holdover is when you're past everything, but you're either past everything or you haven't passed everything and you're waiting to pass stuff. So I was a holdover in AIT, and I was waiting to leave because I was on profile, and I was waiting to get done with physical therapy so that way I could take my PT test so that way I could leave because I had finished all my other requirements and things like that. I just needed to take a PT test. So I took the PT test, passed it, and I'm waiting on my orders. I get my orders, and they tell me I'm going to Korea. And they also told me that I cannot get A-TRAP. And A-TRAP is when you go home for 2 weeks after AIT, and you report to your recruiting office and you help them with whatever they need help with for 2 weeks. So when they told me that, y'all, I was devastated. I was boohoo crying because I'm like, I just want to go. Like, I'm gonna go to a whole nother country and I can't even go home first. Like, oh my God, I was boohoo crying. And my sergeants at the time, they were like, oh, well, you know, we could delete your orders and you could wait for another 2 weeks and possibly you might get it again or you might not get it. And I was just like, oh my gosh. So I called my mom and she was like, well, why don't you just go ahead, go to your next duty station instead of staying still and not progressing in your career? Why not just go ahead, go to your duty station and then just try to take leave, you know, after you're settled there and everything. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. Okay, because I was like, I hated being a holdover in AIT. I was so ready to go, but I wanted to come home first. I didn't want to just go to another country and not be able to go home, see my family, get my clothes. Like, I didn't get to go home and get any of my things. So I went to Korea. I left from Virginia to Detroit, I believe, and then Detroit to Seoul, Korea. And when I got there, it was late at night. They took me to this place where I went to like reception or whatever. And it was just a place with a whole bunch of barracks. Like, it was a barracks room. It was a big old barracks. And then in my room, it had it had bunk beds in there. So I remember going there, and then I had, I remember going to sleep because it was late. Then the next day, getting ready for in-processing. That whole week, I was just getting ready for in-processing. I was just in-processing and everything, and then waiting to go to my actual duty station because I wasn't actually stationed in Seoul. I thought I was gonna be stationed in Osan because that's what my order said. But the lovely Army, they sent me somewhere else, which I don't. Now that I've been there and then got switched or whatever, I'm glad that they did do that because I had fun. Like, where I was at, we really got snow. It wasn't bad. I mean, they didn't have much stuff on post, but I got saved more. I feel like I saved more money than I would have if I was stationed at Osan, because Osan is where I used to go to shop. So like, so yeah, I'm glad that I was there. That was at Carroll. So yeah, so I was in processing. I'm probably gonna try to insert clips if I can find them of just like, I was taking videos of everything because it was just so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Like, I love flowers. I love green. I love nature, but I hate being outside. I mean, like, I don't mind being outside. Like, I like traveling. So I don't know. I just love green. And I love flowers, as you guys can see. And I got flowers tattooed all over me. Like, I just love flowers. So just seeing the green scenery, everything was just so green. Oh, it was just so pretty. So I finished with in-processing, and then we get on this bus. And the bus is stopping at, I believe all the other bases because it's dropping off more people, more than just me. So it's dropping off people at other bases. So I think it took me about 4 hours to get from Seoul to where I was actually stationed. So once I got to where I was stationed, they dropped me off. It was some more sergeants there. They met me. It was like the in-processing sergeants. What do they call it? They used to call us grip. I think it was called grip. And I really don't even, it was another in-process. So you in-process to the peninsula, and then you in-process to your actual unit. So I was in processing with them. So they picked me up. They drove me around, showed me where everything was. They took me back to the office, gave me a packet of things that I had to complete in order to go to my actual unit. And they gave me my room, and they told me to report to the next day for PT and everything like that, where to go and things like that. So after I got my room, I believe I went to, because they don't, so when you're in AIT and basic, they give you like pillows, pillowcases, stuff like that. But when you go to your first unit, like when you go to your duty station, they don't give you that. You have to buy it on your own. So I remember going to the PX and just buying pillows, sheets, cleaning supplies, because like the rooms was nasty. Okay, and then it was crazy because they expected us to like have it like clean, but I'm like, okay, whoever just left this place didn't leave it clean, so why I gotta clean up their mess? Like, of course I'm gonna clean it anyway, because if I gotta sleep here, like, I'm finna clean it. So I remember cleaning it or whatever. Let me see what else. So yeah, so after the stuff that you have to do, you have to in process, so you have to go everywhere on post and just give them all your information, so that way you can be in process there. Like dental, the TMC, which is like our hospital, whatever. The education center. You got your phone service and everything like that. Internet if you needed it. But I didn't plan on staying there for long, because I was gonna be bringing my at the time my husband. I planned on bringing him out there, so I was like, oh, I'm not gonna be here long. I'm not gonna be in the barracks for long, because he'll be out here soon and we'll have our own place, so I don't even have to worry about none of this stuff for so long. So I was maybe in the barracks for like a month. Yeah, because I got there in June and I moved out like August 1st. I think I moved out August 1st, but he came at the end of July, and I was looking for apartments while I was waiting for him to come. And I'm gonna insert a video of my apartment, because baby, my apartment was nice. And I was only 19 at the time. I had a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment. The apartment was lovely, like lovely. So that's just how that started. So I was in grip and processing for about an additional week, maybe a week and a half, because you have to do like certifications and stuff, certain certs, and you have to get them done before you went to your unit. So I did that, and then I ended up going to Delta Battery 2180A, Delta Battery, and Camp Carroll, Korea, in Area 4. So they have 4 different areas in Korea. They have Area 1, which is like, I think Area 1 is Casey, and then Area 2, which is like Seoul, which is like the big city, and that's where I was at first when I first got to Korea. And then Area 3 is like Humphreys and Osan, and then Area 4 is Camp Carroll. So I was in Area 4, and I loved being in Area 4 because, like I said, we barely got snow. I remember one day we got snow. It snowed like in the morning, and then by lunchtime it was gone. But mind you, I looked on Snap, and my other friends who was stationed in Osan, where I was supposed to go, it was like a blizzard. Like, it was coming down bad, and it was thick, and it was sticking. I was like, thank God I'm not there. Okay, like, it would get cold, but like the snow didn't really stick. So like, that's one thing I was glad, because like, and I hated it because people was like, oh, aren't you from Chicago? Da, 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 da. You should be used to go. Pause. It's a difference. In Chicago, I go from my car to the building to the car. I don't stand. I don't do PT in the cold. I don't stand outside. I don't exercise in the cold when I'm back at home. I get from my car to my destination. That's it. That's the only time I got to deal with the cold, is between that time. So people are like, oh, you should be used to it. You're from Chicago. Da, da, da. No, it's different, okay? I don't stand outside for my own good when I'm at home or when it's snowing, okay? So, yeah. So I love being in Camp Carroll. And then they had Daegu, which is like 30 minutes away. That's like the little town there. And that's where all the clubs were. That's where you can go shopping. They have Forever 21 down there. H&M. No, they had H&M. They didn't have Forever 21. They had H&M. I used to go to H&M a lot. Yeah, that's where clubs were. So, yeah. So I was in Camp Carroll, and I lived in Wagwan. I had what do they call it? Like a landlord type. And her name was Sugi. I love her. She was so nice. She was so nice. Like when I got pregnant and everything, she was just so happy. Like she was just so helpful. Very helpful. I looked at a lot of apartments, and I was like, it's really, you had a lot to choose from, and it's cool because whatever apartment you got, like whatever they had in that apartment, you got to keep. So, like some apartments had beds, TVs, and things like that. But unfortunately, the one I had, it didn't have all of that. But I was okay because my apartment was so big, and I like the space. The space was really nice. Another thing is they didn't really have, their showers were weird, and you'll see in my video how the shower was. It's literally just the wall and then the shower head just sticking out the wall, and what the floors was like kind of slanted, so that way when you would get in the shower, the water could just go straight down to the drain and it wouldn't just be sitting there. They had heated flooring. They had you didn't have keys to get in your apartment. You had a keypad that you made your own code for. You could change your code whenever. It was a keypad to get in the building as well. They had like a little intercom thing where you can see in camera, you can see who's downstairs. If they put your apartment number in, you can see them. You can buzz them up to your apartment. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, so I was at Delta Battery 2188. I was with them for maybe about but I was with them from about June until maybe September. And then in September, I went to HHB because I went from a battery to S4 to battalion S4. Before I get into that though, I just want to say, so I was not command sponsored when coming to Korea. Command sponsored is when the Army is acknowledging that you're married and should bring your family with you to Korea. And you get extra pay, you get they pay you and everything for your family being with you. So that I didn't get command sponsored until about September, October, but he came out there in July, the end of July. So I paid for his ticket, his one-way ticket for him to come to Korea. And I was just paying out of pocket. It was rough. Okay, it was rough. Because I was paying out of pocket for him, like for us, like the apartment and everything, because they weren't tracked, we had to do paperwork in order for him to get command sponsored. And because in Chicago, like he didn't have a way to get to a nearest base so that he can get like his ID card and everything, he had to wait till he came with me. So he got with me, we did all the paperwork that we needed to do and submitted it, and it got approved, and we was good. So I started getting my pay, in like September, October. So yeah, so if you're not command sponsored already, you still can't bring your family. You just gotta pay out of pocket. That's the only thing, but you will end up getting, as long as you do paperwork and stuff and submit it, you can get command sponsored. But that's just the way if you don't want to wait for the command sponsorship to go through, you could just go ahead and have them come out there. It was a few of us that actually did it when I was in process, and I think it was me and another guy. We were doing it he was doing it for his wife, I was doing it for my husband. So yeah, that's a way to do it if you're not command sponsored already, but you still want your spouse to come with you. You can pay out of pocket. Oh, sorry y'all. Yeah, you can pay out of pocket for them to come. So yeah, so I went from Delta Battery to HHB. I just feel like as a private, you should not go to S4, because in S4 you don't do anything pertaining to our job, like really. Like, so I was like doing bus requests, I was in charge of the fuelers. Like, I'm not no damn fueler. Like, y'all got me looking at y'all paperwork, checking y'all paperwork, and I don't even know, like I'm not y'all MOS, so I don't have the same job as y'all, but I'm sitting here checking y'all work, making sure y'all stuff and calling y'all, telling y'all stuff, y'all numbers are off, things like that. So that had nothing to do with my job, but I was still doing it, and I was a private. So I just feel like that's not a smart move for people, like for them to put privates in S4, because they're not learning anything, and then when they do get to a battery level, they're not going to know what to do because they haven't been doing anything pertaining to their job. So S4 usually foresees, like they oversee, well, I said foresees, they oversee the battery supply. So if you're overseeing anything and not actually doing any like supply work, it's not good for nobody that's fresh out of AIT, that just on their job. They should be like putting what they learned to use. So I'm upset that I was given that route, but then at the same time, it's like, okay, I got to see the aspect I got to see supply from their aspect. So I'm already knowing how it is for, being an S4 when I actually dig it down to battery. So like I had to bribe them to a certain extent to send me to a battery. So I ended up extending. So when I did that, I was like, hey, I'm only going to extend if you move me to a battery. So I was like, yeah, we'll move it to a battery. So I extended, they moved me to a battery. So I was happy because at the time I got extended, at the time that I extended, I was a specialist. And I was getting ready to go to the board and everything. So I'm like, okay, I don't want to be no specialist promotable or sergeant and not knowing my job in the supply room. Like, that's how you supposed to be a leader and you don't know your job. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, look, I have to go. Like, I'm finna get ready to leave in 6 months. Like, in these next 6 months, I need to learn as much as I can. So that way when I go to my next unit, they won't be looking at me like I'm crazy. So, yeah, my time in Korea was good. The only thing that like, that was kind of like annoying was the recalls. Like getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, whatever time they call you and you having to be ready in full battle or whatever uniform they told you to be in. That was really annoying. But traveling from Korea is so cheap. Like I was literally finding round trips to like Bali, Dubai, Paris, Australia, $500 round trip for 2 people. It was, now I didn't end up going on any of these trips and I wish I would have, but my daughter's dad, he was real boring. Like he wasn't boring, he just didn't really want to get out. He just wanted to stay in the house. And I was gonna go by myself, so I stayed in the house too, which I wish I wouldn't have because man, okay, I could have been to seen the world by now. But whatever, I'm doing that shit now. Excuse my language, but yeah, I'm doing it now, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, so yes, it's really, really cheap to travel. The unit wasn't bad. I was actually just talking to an officer, and I guess that's her MOS or her job or whatever, like where I was at Patriot. I was at Patriot ADA. And she was like, I kept saying, like, I loved it. Like, I didn't realize that I'd have to deal with all the drama and mess the actual people whose job that was had to deal with because I'm supply. I just do my job and that's it. But their job was really stressful. Like, I remember people being in the field for, like, months. And it's just like, damn. I was in here living life and y'all was in the field. That sucks. That really sucks. That really sucks. That's why it's so important for y'all to pick a job. I mean, they probably liked it. Some people might have liked that job, but I wouldn't want to be in the field for no damn months at a time. Like, fuck no. Our fields was, our fields wasn't bad because I was in HHB. Our field location was on post. And then because I was battalion S4, when I was battalion S4, all I had to do was go to this building and then just do shifts, like, I think it's like 12 hours on, 12 hours off. It was stuff like that. So it was not bad at all. Maya's dad, he was able to find a really good job. And now, mind you, we were both 19. We just graduated high school. He had no college experience, nothing. And he had ended up getting a contracting job. And they were paying him really, really good. I think it was like between $13 and $20 an hour that he was getting paid. And his job was so simple, like so simple. He was actually the youngest person at his job. I think that's why they probably like hiring younger people because it was like, I don't know. They just like hiring us younger people because we're, like, I guess, more energetic, more willing to work. I don't know. But yeah, so he got the job. Like they had job fairs and he walked past the guy and the guy was just like, hey, you got a job. Like, we need you. So he ended up getting a job. So yeah, he was getting paid he was getting paid a lot of money. And it's over there in Korea, it's tax, I think it's like you're tax exempt. So that was a good thing too. Yeah, Korea. You can go to Osan. Okay, so I was closer to Busan. Busan was like an hour away. And that's where the beach and everything was. They used to have parties. They got the chicken. It was like a chicken and beer fest that they had in Daegu. They got this place called Thursdays that I used to go to. They have good hamburgers. It's this place, I can't think of the name. It's this place called Rawa Cost. I used to go there, especially when I was pregnant. Oh my God, I was obsessed with their pizza. And it was this other place outside the gate of Camp Carroll, I think it's outside of Gate 4. Oh my God. And they had the best freaking kebabs. Oh my God. And it's not, I feel like it's not really a kebab. It's like a gyro or gyro, whatever it's called. And it was so good. Oh my God. They fries was good. Oh my gosh. Like, I loved Korea. Oh my God. I love Korea. Oh, I loved it so much. I will go back in a heartbeat as long as all this stuff clear up. Like, if I can go back to Korea to my same unit, the same everything, like, it would be bomb. Like, oh my God. I had so much fun. But yeah, you can definitely travel. Partying out there was lit. I do want to say be careful, especially with everything that's going on with this virus. I can understand why it's spreading so much in Korea with the civilians. And the only reason I say that is because I remember being on the train and seeing the civilians like go to the bathroom and just come out and not wash their hands. It was, when they cough or sneeze, they would not cover their mouth. They don't say they wasn't saying thank you. They wasn't saying bless you. They wasn't saying excuse me. They was like, oh, they didn't have no personal space. They was all in your area. It was just, I mean, you know, every country and culture is different. And that was just a shocker to me. But the women, oh my God. Okay. So the nail shops over there, you go be in there for about 3 hours, but let me tell you, it's worth it. Okay. They literally like, they massage your hands after you get your nails done. If you get your eyebrows done, they massage your face. If you got like, blackheads, they'll get it, like they get it out for you with no extra charge. Like they really know how to take care of you over there. Like they was really taking care of you. And then they waxes was like, I think like 45 wands or 40 wands. And I was maybe like $35 in our money. The currency changes every day. So it's never the same. It changes every day. So yeah, it changes every day. It changes every day. The money is weird. I think I still have some money, but because I moved, all my stuff is everywhere, but I still have money, Korean money. I have China money from when I went to go visit China. So yeah, so like, okay, so yeah, the nail shops was very good. Oh my God, I love the nail shops. Especially when I was pregnant, they used to feed me. They used to like, bro, they used to always try to feed me. Let me see what else. The food was good. I didn't end up trying any Korean food until I was pregnant, and that was like on year 2. So, and I was there for 2.5 years. So that on year 2 is when I finally decided to try some Korean food. And it's weird that I tried when I was pregnant, because you know when you're pregnant, you're very picky. But I tried when I was pregnant, and it was good. Oh my God, the beef and leaves was so good. Do not eat bulgogi. Bulgogi is dog. Okay, bulgogi is dog. So do not eat that. They had this raccoon. They had like this raccoon place where you like go. It's like a cafe, and you go in there and there's raccoons. I never went, thank God, because it's crazy. They had this place called E-World, I believe. That was fun. It was like an amusement park, kind of like Six Flags, but not really. Yeah, kind of like Six Flags. They had. Let me see what else. Their dogs over there is cheap too. They had, instead of stray dogs, you see stray cats. But that's because, you know, they eat dogs. So I'm pretty sure the stray dogs, they would just take and probably eat them. So yeah, so I had bought a Yorkie, and he was really like, he was the size of my hand. I bought him, and he was like $300. And Yorkies, you know, Yorkies are usually like thousands and up. Let me see what else. So yeah, the dogs are cheap out there. You can travel for cheap out there. Shopping was decent out there. Like I still got all my shoes and stuff. Like I would get my shoes ahead of everybody because, you know, the time difference and stuff. So, so I used like, yeah, so I'll get my shoes before everybody. We had a shoe plug in Osan. She knew, like, she remembered you, okay? If you came in there a lot, she would definitely remember you. So we used to always go up there and get shoes. They got bags, they got places for days. They got clothes places for days. And they had really good prices. I'm trying to see. I think that's pretty interesting. Yeah, like, it just depends on your job, how much you're gonna enjoy Korea. But I just feel like all of our duty stations like suck. Like they put us in like the most weirdest places. But it's like, and I tell people this all the time, like the military people that I always meet, we know how to party, okay? Like, because we find fun out of anything. out of everything. And you know, people back at home that I realize, I notice now, they have to go somewhere to have fun. They have to travel somewhere to have fun. No, in the military, you meet these people. Bro, we have fun on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Any day during the week, we go have fun. We ain't gotta go nowhere. We got some bottles in the crib. We got some games. We got some TV. We got some music, and it's a party. It's a party, okay? No matter where we at, it's a party. So that's just one thing I did notice about military and civilians. My military friends, civilian friends. My military friends, they know how to party. They know how to make fun out of everything. Civilian friends, they haven't learned that yet. But yeah, okay, so I just feel like every duty station sucks. Like, it has the possibility to suck, but it's really what you make it. Like, people told me when I was coming here that I was gonna hate it, and I was like, shit, I love it. I got Walmart outside the gate. I got Target, all these fast foods. Cause you know, in Korea I don't have Target, I don't have Walmart. So it was just a struggle because I was like, dang, how can I do anything if there's nothing out here? Like, it's all these Korean places. You literally have to just travel, like just go stumble upon stuff in Korea. Cause like I found a floor to ceiling mirror and I love it for 50 wons, and it was like really like $30-$40 in our money. And if I be looking at like mirrors like that, the one I have, and it's real big and heavy, and that mirror be hundreds of dollars out here in the States. So that's one thing I did. Like, I found a lot of stuff for cheap over there, and I loved it. Oh my god. Let me see. So yeah, every duty station you have is probably gonna be like it has the potential to suck, but that's only if you stay in your room, you don't do nothing. Like, you gotta get out. Like, even here, like, I guess there's nothing to do in Lawton, but I mean, it is stuff to do. You just gotta find stuff to do, but it's not as much stuff as you probably normally would have, but it's stuff to do. You just gotta find it. And if not, you got OKC, which is an hour away. You have Dallas, which is 2 hours away. It's just like, you just have to go out there and do stuff. You can't be in your room and then wonder why you're bored or wonder why you're not having fun where you are, because you're not putting yourself out there to go, or even going and just wandering around, get lost. Like, it's so many doggone maps and stuff, so where if you do get lost, you can find your way back. So like, just do stuff, go out there. I don't care where you're stationed at. Get out, travel, Google up some stuff to do. Go to Groupon. Groupon that's one thing about me. Whenever I meet friends and stuff in the military, they're like, oh my gosh, like, how are you going to all these places? Like, how do you find out? Google, Groupon. Like, I'm always finding stuff, like, because I have a daughter. Like, I don't like staying in the house. My mom, she didn't stay in the house with me, so I'm not gonna do it with my daughter. So I literally find stuff for us to do, and we always doing stuff. We're always traveling. I'm always going somewhere. People are always literally asking me, like, how are you doing this? Like, I just find stuff. I go and look. You're not gonna, like what they say, closed mouths don't get fed. You can't want to do something and not put in that work. You feel me? So I was over here preaching to y'all, but just make fun out of everywhere. Korea for me was a great experience. I would definitely go back in a heartbeat. I had so much fun. Even though I didn't travel as much as I would have liked, I still had fun. Yeah, I just Korea was awesome. Korea was lit. I would suggest anybody go to Korea because Korea was bomb. And again, you just gotta make fun out of it. You know, new things I like new things. So yeah, so that's why I like going to new places. I like going places I've never been. I like doing stuff I never did because it shows me like if I like it or not. You know, the only thing I don't like trying that's new is food. Because if I'm hungry, I'm gonna be pissed because I'm hungry. But other than that, anything else I like trying. So yeah, well, that's pretty much it. Korea was definitely bomb. Awesome, great, awesome. I just feel like every job, everything is gonna have a problem. You just gotta make sure you find other things to get your mind off of that. So yeah, that's how Korea was for me. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I will be doing another video to tell you guys how my pregnancy was in Korea and how that was compared to how I've heard about it being in the States. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching my video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And till next time, bye.
stop tweaking. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everything she got on her own. Never needed nobody, yeah.